if you're looking for a side hustle where you don't have to worry about clients, you can run it all on your own in your own time. So you've got a 9 to 5 and you're looking for a 5 to 9 and you're an absolute addict when it comes to a particular sport, then a sports newsletter might be for you. But when you set this thing up, you want to make sure that you are aiming to make money. That's the whole point of this, is to give value to your audience, yes, but also so that you can make an income. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk you through what you could do in order to help you hit a very acceptable target of $500 a month. So as you can see here, this is a newsletter. It is very, very small, and they are currently trying to grow, and they are putting out content about hockey. You can see here they've got a ton of information about the games that went out previously, and you can write all of this in AI, in seconds. You do not have to type all of this yourself. And even this information here with all of the games, I know I can use AI to create this. So I could actually create this newsletter in just a couple of minutes. And then what's going to take me the longest is finding the images. And what I would do if I was running this newsletter, if this was a client that came to us, the first thing I'd be doing is saying, right, let's look into having a paid newsletter. Now, Beehive is one of the platforms that we recommend using. It's not the only one, but if you want to check it out, there is a link in the description. And something they brought out recently is multiple subscription tiers. So you could have your free tier, which is your free newsletter, and then you could have a diamond or gold or any kind of language you want to use for different types of tiers. Now, the nice thing about this is that you get to set the price. And what that means is it could just be $1 or $2 or $3. But if you have a good percentage of your audience paying for your newsletter, that money very quickly adds up. Not only that, but Beehive takes 0% of your subscription revenue. So if you can get, 20 people paying you $5 a month from your audience, straight away, we're making a good dent into making that $500. The next thing I'd be looking at with this particular newsletter is if there's a high paying affiliate. Now I can go through here and see that there are no links at the moment. So this person actually stopped writing recently. And one of the reasons they might have done that, you can see they last published in April 13, is that they were getting frustrated that they weren't making any money. And affiliate links are a really, really easy way to do that. Now you can link out to something like Amazon, but you won't get paid much. You're talking about a few cents, a few dollars. You could put in some links to equipment and things like that, but what I would be doing is I'd be thinking more about the other things that people like when it comes to sports. So things like betting, things like being part of a community, able to discuss these kind of things. Maybe it's watching games in different places. So looking at something like a VPN, something like that I could recommend in my newsletter that people will be interested in, especially if it's something they've got to subscribe to. So they are getting those monthly payments coming to me. They're paying monthly, so I'm getting my monthly affiliate income. That's something that I would be looking for. And again, if I've got a few people doing that, and maybe it's a VPN that charges, $20, $30 a month, and I'm making 20-30% of that, again, very quickly that money can start to add up as my newsletter grows from sort of 200 to 500 to 1,000 subscribers. The next thing I'd be thinking about is having an ad in my newsletter. As you can see, we've got absolutely no ads in here. Now, something like Beehive will put ads into the newsletter for you. You will have to pay for their plan. They do have a free plan. If you use the link in the description, you're going to have to pay. But if you know you can make more from your ads than you're paying, then that cost will very quickly be covered. They also have something called Boost, and Boost is a way of you working with other newsletters in a similar niche in order to get more subscribers and for you to earn money as well. If you go down into the description, we have a full course on how to use Beehive and how to use these features that you can watch, and I'll leave the link there so you can get hold of that. But what's going to be nice about that is the ads are built into the platform. So if you do see several things on something like Beehive that you want to use, then you might take advantage of the ads platform and they will just pay you per click, or you can sort something out privately. So for example, if you went for more of a local theme, so you went for a newsletter that was about local hockey teams, or you went for a newsletter that was about local sports, then you could start to set up your own sponsorships and ads privately, because you could reach out to local teams, have a conversation with them and see if they wanted to be sponsored in your newsletter. Going to a local sports team and say, look, I have got 500 people on my list. They love hockey. We talk about the local teams in the local area. would you like to take out an ad? I'll put you in my newsletter every single week for 3 months for a small amount of money. And straight away, a big team like that is going to have a marketing budget, even if it's local. So they won't mind paying sort of $100, $200 a month to you if they've got the budget in order to be exposed to these people who love hockey. The same with local stores that sell the equipment and things like that. So again, very quickly, if you were just selling $50 a month ads to local businesses that link to the sport in some way, and you did that to 2 or 3 or 4 local businesses, very quickly we're adding some more money to our bottom line. And the last thing I'd be thinking about is sponsored content. It works very similar to ads, but with sponsored content, you might do a whole dedicated email to a particular team, a particular product, or a particular event. And what you're going to be able to do then is you're going to be able to charge more because they're getting a whole dedicated newsletter just for them. So for example, if you publish every Thursday, then maybe once a month on a Sunday, you do a case study, a deep dive, and you will be able to write just about this one particular shop, product, store, team, and then send that out to your list. That would count as sponsored content. They could write the content, you could write the content, but they're paying for one dedicated email. And what that would mean is that they're getting a huge amount of exposure, which means you can charge them more. So for that one email, you might be charging them $100 or $200. And again, that's going to add to your bottom line. So if you've got people who are reading, paying you $5 a month, and just maybe a small percentage of your audience, maybe 5-10%, you've got some high paying affiliate offers that people are clicking on and then they're buying. You have a couple of ads, and then once a month you're doing a sponsored newsletter. You can see very quickly, if you are savvy and you work hard at this, then you could get to $500 a month once your subscriber base was big enough. Now, if you want to learn how to set up one of these newsletters, you should be able to see a video on the screen. Now, it's our full free training. Just click on that, watch it, and you'll learn everything you need to know.